unfortunately, in the past week, we have learned, or in the past couple of weeks maybe, we have learned of the passing of one George Wendt, who played Norm on Cheers, among other things. He was really good. Sometimes he would do spots on Whose Line Is It Anyway? That was really good
Hmm.
also.
Yeah.
But we thought, how do we honor George Wendt and his career and him as a human being and honor his life than the top 10 Norm one liners entering Cheers? And yes, it took us a little while to get the exact name on this because I wanted to make sure.
This is good stuff. For those of
Norm
you who, I was
is
just going to
the
say,
best character on
oh, there's no
Cheers.
Oh,
question.
he's great.
There's
Now,
no question.
Carla's pretty damn good. I'm a big Carla
Uh,
fan.
Carla was pretty good. I mean, personally, I loved Woody for his naivety.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought he
Yeah.
was great at that. But I laughed because my tagline today, if you're reading this and you didn't know this, um, George Wendt is actually Jason
Sudeikis?
Sudeikis' uncle.
Really?
And a lot of people, yes, and a lot of people didn't know this. And there are actually Easter eggs in Ted Lasso of Norm.
It's
Like,
crazy the relationships that some people in Hollywood have that never get mentioned.
yep,
Yeah.
isn't that some great stuff? And that's how
Absolutely.
Jason Sudeikis got on SNL, actually, by dropping his uncle's name and getting a little bit
That is
help getting
cool.
in the door. Because, well, because for those in my age bracket, we remember George Wendt from SNL from the Chicago Bears. You know,
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
yeah,
the
The
Bears.
Bears.
The
yeah.
Bears.
There you go. So yeah, so
Who would win in a hurricane? A fight. The hurricane or Dick? Dick.
That guy.
uh,
What if the hurricane's name was Hurricane Dick?
Woo, we better get it
oh,
going
good
or we're going
stuff.
to be here
Yeah,
all
Something
night.
about age. She said something about age, and I could do the whole skit, but
yeah.
it's okay.
So we must be getting a little bit better. You know, we put out the we put out the feeler for who might be interested in a preview of the list, and I won't say how many people volunteered for that, but thank you
Not
for
enough.
those who did. Not enough. If you are interested at all, let us know. We'll probably put out another feeler on that, but we welcome it. You know, we want to make sure that we're not leaving out something that you really like on a list.
Exactly.
Therefore, you know, we have not had a lot of complaints lately.
Not a lot of blame Terry.
Not a lot of blame Terry, but we did have a couple that just barely missed. And let's talk about those. And honestly, one of them didn't even barely miss. The one um about oh crap, I can't even remember. It's like dog biscuit underwear or something. I expected to be on here, but it was not. But here's
Hmm.
the two that were the closest outside of the top 10. Somebody says, "How's life in the fast lane, Norm?" And he said, "Beats me. I can't even find the on." And then the other one here is, "How you doing, Norm? Cut the small talk and give me a beer." There's a
Such good
lot of
writing.
give me a beer kind of stuff in this list. So, you know, I was thinking about this. When Norm replies, there's a few things. It's either I need a beer and I drink a lot of beer. My life sucks is the second thing. And the third one is this woman that I married is a
Vera.
horrible woman. And that did not show its face on here as much as I expected. Because there are some really good moments where he talks about Vera, but I will give him credit because there is an episode where he's really talking up to the guys about Vera, and he goes into Sam's office and he's like really talking really great about her. So
Hmm.
it's all a show, guys. That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Did you see the episode where he says, "I'm going to the club"? What club? Oh, the
Oh,
new Vera signed me up for the health
the,
club.
the
Oh
health
yeah,
club.
I'm gonna go do 25. You gonna do 25 laps? No, cannonballs. So he's gonna go do cannonballs at the pool at the health
Oh my
club.
god.
Yep.
See, there's so much on this show, and I will say that one of the hardest things to put together in a list is quotes from a show. Because how many lines did Norm have from the beginning of this show to the end? Thousands. So
Yeah.
we had to narrow it down to only things that he said entering the bar because that was the easiest way to narrow it down. And let's talk about the top 10. Number 10, want a beer, Norm? That's that Sudsy Amber stuff, right? I've been hearing good things about it.
Have either of you ever been to the real Cheers?
No.
Next time you come up here, I'll take you guys.
Awesome.
Boom,
Next
boom,
time
boom,
or
boom,
first
boom.
time?
Our first time, yeah. All right.
To your very well organized house. Number 9.
Number 9. Beer, Normie? Yeah, Coach. I don't know. I've had one this week. Oh, well, what the heck? I'm young.
You know what's really scary? Could you imagine how young he actually? I want to look this up now. How young he actually was
God.
during this show? It's going
Have
to
you
make me
seen-
feel so old.
That'll bring us back to the Golden Girls. Have you seen people comparing themselves? Like
Don't.
Blanche was like 43.
Yeah. Yeah. So with the Golden Girls, the best part is Estelle Getty was the youngest of the 4.
Yeah.
So okay, I don't think you guys are ready for this. Norm Peterson's character age on Cheers was 34 when the show premiered in 1982, but he was 33.
Oh my goodness.
I am so old, just so you know.
Norm. So
How many years
yeah,
was it though? I mean, they went several years.
It had to be at least.
I think
10.
they. Yeah, I don't know. It was a
I don't know.
lot. All
Yeah,
right, I'm going to
seasons, I
Google
think
real
there's-
quick how many
I think
episodes.
there's 8 or
this
9
was.
seasons of Cheers.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
273 episodes.
It's about 10. Yeah, it's about 10 or 11 seasons.
And that
He was on it.
is
He was on it for 11 years.
11
11
seasons.
years. Okay.
Yeah, 11 seasons, 200 and whatever I said episodes because I've already forgotten.
Wow.
There's going to be a lot of can I offer you a beer and why are you even asking? Yes, you can offer me a beer kind of stuff.
Correct.
But he made it funny every time.
Absolutely.
Number 8. Can I pour you a draft, Mr. Peterson? A little early, isn't it, Woody? For a beer? No, for stupid
For
questions.
stupid questions. That's my tagline. It's a little early for stupid questions. So
But again, this was great because across from him, you had Woody Harrelson playing Woody, who was really good at it.
Oh, yeah.
So these conversations were killer. Fantastic.
Yeah, and it was
Well-
interesting. This show, you talk about Woody. Woody replaced Coach. And
Mhm.
Woody
Yep.
was a younger, kind of naive guy. Coach was, I don't know about naive, but just plain stupid, probably.
Yeah. It was like an older version of Woody.
And I think with Coach, it was he took so many baseballs to the head over the years that he was dumb.
yep.
But he knew baseball.
Yep.
Anyway, for those that didn't know, Sam Malone was a relief pitcher for the Red Sox, and he was not very good.
Mhm.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Number 7. How's a beer sound, Norm? I don't know, Coach. I usually finish them before they get a word in.
Perfect. It is perfect.
Oh, it's so good.
I do enjoy that a lot. That is very good. When I used to drink, I was that way. I've got the non-alcohol today for Normie, but yeah, when I used to drink, I was that way. They didn't have a chance.
I have never been much of a beer guy, just letting you know. I'm more of a whiskey guy. The problem is I drink the pace of beer with whiskey.
There's a story from Chicago, 2022.
I thought about putting the Macho Man socks on tonight, and I thought something
Ooh.
horrible is going to go wrong. I think just the thought of putting them on and I touched them caused these audio problems.
It's quite possible.
That's
Terry.
it.
Because these
That's
are
it.
haunted damn socks. I am not wearing those socks ever again.
That is a
We can
deep
have-
cut for our. That's a deep
Yeah.
cut for our longtime listeners of TNA Top 10, talking about Macho Man socks.
We should have a like a voodoo ceremony and burn them the next time we're together.
We need to.
Like,
And I love
Yeah.
Macho Man. That is the reason
Yes.
I have Macho Man socks. But these things have done nothing but bring me problems in my life. They're haunted. Number 6, something I can do for you, Norm. Well, I'm going to need something to kill time before my second beer. How about a first one?
That was the other thing about Norm that was so impressive. The lore of the show was that Norm could just put him away
Oh,
and just keep putting him away. So, yeah.
You know, it's funny. This old guy, there's an episode where this old guy walks in. They've never seen him before. And he goes, you know, I used to live here 20 years ago or 15 years ago or something. You said Norm was 33, so it's probably not 20. I used to live here 15 years ago, and I would come here all the time. Man, this place looks a lot different. Like over there, that wall looks a lot different. And he goes, "Oh, which wall?" He goes, "Oh, the one over there behind Norm."
Yeah. I remember. I saw that one recently. I sent y'all a bunch of the reels with the old Norm.
Yeah.
But the other thing about Norm was the answer was never the same.
No.
Right.
Then that's what made the show so much fun. Like you said, Terry, 11 seasons, 270 episodes. The answer was never the same. But we did not put 270 options on the poll for those of you wondering.
No.
I'm trying to think, and I can't remember an episode where they didn't have the scene of him walking in the door.
Well, I think so. I mean, maybe they did one an episode. I'm not sure. They might have done it a couple of times, but there were a couple of them that didn't really fit this pattern. Like there was one where everybody's standing at the front door and nobody's got a key. And then Norm walks down the stairs and said, "Sorry, I'm late, guys." And he opens it with his own key. But that didn't really relate to us trying to do this, you know.
No.
I mean, there's another one where Frasier is there with Lilith, and they've got their son.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And she's all pissed off at him for bringing him into a bar, and then Norm walks in, and
well,
the kid
hold on.
goes, "Norm."
Wait. The reason she's pissed is because she's trying to enhance his get him to talk, to say his first word, to talk. And Lilith says, you know, a bar is not the right environment for this kind of learning. And then yes, Norm walks in the door, and little the hell is his name?
Oh God, I'm embarrassed that I can't remember his name.
We should Frederick.
Oh
no.
shit,
Was it Frederick?
Frederick, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, and then there was the last episode, and I know we need to get to the top 5, but there was the last episode where Norm is the last one to walk out of the bar. And then Sam turns the lights off.
That's right. And did you know that he died on the anniversary of the last episode?
No. Wow.
I know. I did not know that until earlier. And I'm 100% trusting whatever the hell source told me that.
Yes.
So if it's wrong, blame it on them.
Blame them. Number 5, Terry.
Number 5. What's the story, Norm? Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
Oh, Norm.
And obviously, you guys see the picture. ChatGPT did a great job of this picture of Norm. I'm really leaning on ChatGPT these days.
You got the beer suds right.
Yeah. That's right.
I think the only problem is, Terry, how full that glass is. But go ahead with number 4.
That's right.
Nobody believes
that down in front of.
Yeah, nobody believes he'd allow a beer to sit that long.
Number 4. What's up, Norm?
Oh,
my nipples. It's freezing out there.
And we know who our voters are on this show.
That is correct. That is correct.
Oh, but yeah, it's Boston for Pete's sake. It is the tidbit nipply outside. So anyway,
Number 3. How's life treating you, Norm? Like he caught me in bed with his wife. Here's a my life sucks part.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's
Oh.
funny. I mean, and that was the thing because the delivery, the timing, it all was perfect for George Wendt to be Norm.
Does
But anyway,
anybody remember what he used to do? What his job was?
was he an accountant?
He was a painter
Or
and
I
an
thought he
accountant.
was a painter.
He
I
was an
thought he was a
accountant.
painter.
He was definitely an accountant and he was a painter. That's the two jobs I remember. He also, at one point, he worked at the what was the restaurant that he used to frequent all the time? The oh shit, I gotta look this up.
The one up, not the one upstairs.
No, Norm restaurant. Cheers. The Hungry Heifer.
Yeah, that's right. Yep,
He worked
that's
at
right.
the Hungry Heifer or something like for a while because he needed more money or something like
Good
that.
God.
Cleaning plates.
Wow, amazing.
That's perfect. The hungry heifer.
That's so good.
And he just talked about how shitty the food was all the time, but he would keep going back.
But he'd
It
go back.
reminded me of Golden Corral.
Oh God.
It's like you can go get a lot of really horrible food at Golden Corral and question whether kids have had their hands in it.
Yeah. Yeah, the chocolate fountain is hands off.
Oh
seriously.
my goodness, it is ridiculous.
Oh, that's
It is
nasty.
bad. At one point in college, I used to drive 20 minutes to go to Golden Corral in the next town over. When they got a Golden
Sorry.
Corral here, or I went to a Golden Corral in Gatlinburg, you want to talk about combining Golden Corral, which is bad enough, with Gatlinburg, which is like you're in there with, it's like you're a sardine with everybody
Mhm.
else packed in. That was a nightmare.
Yep.
Don't go
Once
to
they
that Golden Corral. Sorry, guys, but I'm
No,
not supporting you.
no, look, once they closed our Ponderosas, I was done with buffets. I did not.
Not a buffet
Golden
fan.
Corral was not an option for me.
Mass
Certain
made
buffets I
food,
like. It depends
getting a
on what it
warmer.
is.
Mm-mm. Las Vegas, sure, but otherwise,
Yeah.
no. Called
Yeah.
bougie. Speaking of Yankees, that are up 6-1. It's the top of the
Okay.
seventh. Lasagna is pitching. Yarborough
Lasagna.
wins.
Good job.
Yeah, Jason
Lasagna.
Lasagna is pitching.
That's yes. I taught Andrew his name is Lasagna because
Yeah,
nobody
it's actually
can say
lasagna.
Loazaga.
Yeah, Loazaga, but it's
Okay.
lasagna because we're New Yorkers.
Making
Number
me
2,
hungry.
Terry.
Number two, there's no question here. He just comes in and says, "Gentlemen, start your tabs."
Yeah. So, I was a
true
practice.
one-liner.
I was a practice.
I was going to
drinker.
ask you.
The story you've all been waiting for. I was a practice drinker at one point, and I had we went to a pub. Oh, foul ball. Okay. We went to a pub in College Town called Thunderhead Brewery. I had my own mug. It hung above the bar on a hook for all of the VIPs. They
Mhm.
would literally have my beer sitting for me on the counter before I made it up there, like I really was Norm from Cheers, to which my dad pointed out. But the story on the tab, the highest bar tab I ever had was March 17th, 2010. It was St. Patrick's Day. And you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. So we started at 5 a.m., closed the bar down at 1 a.m.
Oh, Andrew.
My personal bar tab before a tip was $492 in a sleepy little town in western Nebraska.
The dive bar
in
bill.
Nebraska is the part of that that's
Yeah.
killer because
Yeah.
I mean you'd say that in New York or you say that
Yeah.
you're like international in Europe somewhere or
That's nothing.
LA somewhere at Vegas. That's not a big shocker, but somewhere in did you say western Nebraska?
Yeah, well, central Nebraska, yeah.
Man, that's killer.
So I used to drink there quite a bit, and this is what I know. I got plenty of free drinks along the way to the 492.
Figured. Good
Yeah.
Lord.
To the
That yeah.
492.
I am so glad I didn't know you back then. I would have gotten
Lasagna
in
just
so
gave
much
up
more trouble.
Lasagna just gave up a home run to Pajes again. What in the world?
Oh man, this guy lasagna sounds like he's got a lot of layers. Anyway, number
Oh,
one. Draw you a beer, Norm? No, I know what they look like. Just pour me one.
Yes, fabulous. That is
Very good.
fabulous.
I like the play on words. I like the play on words. Good list, Terry. Good
Very
list.
good
Now,
list.
here's the difficult one. When we have a quote list, the
Yeah.
rundown is extremely difficult because I cannot put all those words
Just show them
in
this
the
time.
list. So here we go. I will
Dig
run it
it.
down a little bit. It is what it is. Number 10, been hearing good things about beer. That's a summary of what he said. Number 9, what the heck? I'm young. Give me a second one. Number 8, a little early for stupid questions, Woody. Number 7, I don't know what a beer sounds like because I finish my beer before they get a word in. Number 6, I got to have something to do before my second beer. Pour me a first one. Number 5, thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it. Number 4,
What's up?
what's up? Thank you, because I forgot what the question was. What's up? Thirsty guy walks into. Oh shit! My
No.
nipples. It's freezing out there. Blame
How's
Terry
life
on that
treating
for
you?
sure.
How's life treating you?
Like he caught me in bed with his wife. Gentlemen,
Gentlemen.
start your tabs. And
Ding,
number
ding.
1,
Draw you a beer, Norm?
I know what they look like. Just pour me one.
Just pour me one.
And that
Fabulous
is
list.
an attempt to summarize the top 10 Norm
Good
one-liners
job.
entering Cheers. And
I enjoyed that very much.
we are very sad for the passing of George
Yes.
Wendt. Norm, classic TV character of our childhood.
Mhm.
He's going to be missed.
It says something about our parents letting us watch a show completely surrounding a bar. But whatever.
Not only that,
Whatever.
Sam is trying to have sex with every woman in Boston the whole time.
100% correct.